With the latest from the newsroom, I'm Corey Fink. 4 law enforcement officials announced child pornography charges yesterday against a man they said is a person of interest in the 1989 abduction of Jacob Wetterling. During a news conference yesterday in Minneapolis, U.S. Attorney Andrew Luger detailed the charges against 52-year-old Daniel James Heinrich. Luger and other officials stressed multiple times Heinrich has not been charged in relation to Wetterling or the kidnapping and sexual assault of a Cold Spring boy earlier in 1989. The charges against Heinrich are comprised of 4 counts of possessing child pornography and 1 count of receiving child pornography. He made his initial court appearance yesterday, with a detention hearing coming either today or Monday. Little Falls native and current Chanhassen resident 41-year-old Brian Mock will officiate his 1,000th game in the NHL tonight when the Minnesota Wild host the Chicago Blackhawks. Mock is the only NHL full-time official born and bred in Minnesota. He's the only Minnesotan to reach the 1,000-game milestone in NHL history. Mock will be honored before tonight's Minnesota Wild versus Chicago Blackhawks game, a 7 o'clock puck drop at the Xcel Energy Center in St. Paul. The license of the Baxter Daycare, where last week an infant was found unresponsive and later died, was suspended. All that the Department of Human Services stated was that the daycare, owned by Kimberly and Jerry Opey, is not allowed to operate as an ongoing investigation continues. Though foul play is not suspected, autopsy results are still pending on the infant's death. The suspension is common procedure as an investigation is ongoing. The city of Little Falls will be having the annual fall leaf and brush collection tomorrow. On Saturday, for 1- and 2-unit residential properties, residents are asked to have their leaves in untied bags at the curb, not the alley, by 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. Since the hauler will be leaving the emptied bags, please leave a rock or a brick nearby for the hauler to place on the emptied bags. They will also pick up brush as long as it's no longer than 4 feet long or 1 inch in diameter. Brush must be bundled together in a manageable fashion. Again, that is tomorrow, the fall leaf and brush collection for the city of Little Falls. The Pierce Police Department is reminding all residents and local travelers of the winter parking rules and regulations in Pierce. There shall be no parking on any city street of Pierce from this Sunday, November 1st through April 1st during the hours of 2 and 6 a.m. As for Little Falls, they will allow parking overnight except when stated otherwise for snow removal. In those cases, it's best to listen here on KLTF and our other 2 local radio stations, Q92 and FM 94, to hear when snow removals are being scheduled. The Boys and Girls Club of Little Falls is holding their first Halloween 5K run walk this evening. 5 o'clock registration and a 6 o'clock start at the new club site on the west side of Little Falls. Cost $10 per person or $40 per family. Also this afternoon, officially Halloween tomorrow and trick-or-treating at area residences expected tomorrow evening. But since many businesses are closed on Saturdays, local businesses in Little Falls and Pierce doing trick-or-treating this afternoon. Trick-or-treating in Little Falls from 3:30 to 5 at participating sponsors, and in Pierce from 3 to 5:30. Look for specially marked businesses this afternoon for the business trick-or-treating today. That's the latest from the newsroom.